Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of the Knitting in Holland Podcast. My name is Camilla. I'm an Italian knitter, but I've been living in the Netherlands for a couple of years. Today in this podcast episode I want to catch up with you guys a bit, because in case you've noticed, I haven't posted on social media, YouTube or Instagram for the past couple of months, I believe since April, and I made this choice mostly to free up my mind and my time a bit in these months because life was being particularly intense and I needed a bit of mind space that I was using for social media to focus on other things. And in these months, however, my little creative grey cells kept going, kept working hard. And today I want to talk about two projects I have decided to put in place, and I hope you'll join me in both of them. And so I won't really show you any particular finished objects or any particular whips, so please bear with me. Even if it's not strictly knitting related, it's still gonna be knitting related, but it's not gonna be just about patterns and yarns and FOs and whips, okay? Okay, so first of all, I've been away from social media and it wasn't a proper detox, but I have enjoyed it a bit more than I thought. Because sure, I missed a lot of new patterns. I missed being away from not being up to date on all the new patterns and new yarns and new test knits. I did however complete a couple of test knits in the meantime. This is one of them. This is the Beetroot and Camisole by Iris Makes, which is knitted in Knitted for Olive pure silk. I've been wearing it pretty much non-stop since I finished knitting it, and I really like it. So yeah, I've completed a couple of test knits, but however today I don't want to spend any time showing you FOs. I'll probably show them all to you in the next podcast episode, because I just really want to keep it brief and simple and really just quickly explain to you what I want to create in the next couple of months together with you. What else happened is that I finished my university exams for my second master, and that means that for the foreseeable future I'm gonna be university exams free, yay! But that meant also that I found myself a bit lost because I didn't really know what to fill my days with anymore. I mean, I'm still in the process of writing my master thesis, but at the same time, that is more of a creative process than just being on a book and studying. And it really is the first time in a long time, in many years, that I found myself not having the pressure of having to open a book to study it, and that kind of really powered up my creative side even more. So I've been knitting quite a lot in the last couple of months, and I also have been thinking a lot about new projects, new ideas, even like knitting designs. I've never really considered of becoming as one day a knitting designer, mostly because I always feel like I lack in knowledge of certain techniques, etc. But the last couple of months I've really thought I would love the tee that's with this pattern, and I don't know, like I'm not saying I'm gonna become a pattern designer anytime soon, but for sure I'm gonna at some point give a try to actually knit something that's 100% mine, that came 100% from my creativity. But also I really thought a lot about sustainability, because you guys know it's a big focus of this channel. It's a big focus of my life in general. I also thought about my future career, and I want sustainability to be a big part of it. I'm also very happy because I just landed a super cool internship that I really wanted, and it's gonna be doing research about climate change and sustainability, so I'm super excited about it. Which means I also thought a lot about the fact that I've got 2 masters in law, and I don't want to do anything related to law if it's not about like climate, sustainability, policies. So it's been a couple of months of change and a couple of very creative months. And so that's when I thought of this first project I want to tell you about. Sorry for like all the rambling. Yeah, I really miss this. I really miss being in front of the camera. I really miss talking to you guys, and all a bit to like reassure you that I'm still here. Just I wasn't really in the right place to focus on social media in the last couple of months, but I'm still here. I'm still going strong. The first project I want to talk to you about is gonna focus on knitting, but also on fashion and on sustainability. As with every new season, you know, I go through my closet and I get to see all the things I have in my closet that I don't need that anymore. Sometimes are regretful choices because I think I spend money on things that I barely worn, just because at the time I was really looking into what was trendy, and that starts a whole sustainable fashion discussion in my own head. And so I've really thought a lot about sustainable fashion. And I mean, fashion is something that we can never truly escape. Because even when somebody says that they don't care absolutely about fashion, they still need to put on clothes to go out of the house, at least. If they want to go around their house, commando is their choice, but at least to go out of the house, they still have to put on clothes every day. And so they can't fully escape fashion. And fashion is also the way in which each one of us every single day gets to express their own creativity. I mean, how you dress says a lot about you, about your choices, about your priorities. Think only of the fact that we wear different clothes for different occasions. We usually have our job clothes, our school clothes. We even have clothes to just chill at home. So really, fashion is all around us, even if we may not be a fashion victim, just a big part of our daily life. But it's also undeniable that the fashion industry has a huge negative impact on the environment. But at the same time, it's also true that us as fashion consumers can really change things and have a positive impact by just changing little things in our daily fashion habits. And as knitters, whether consciously or subconsciously, we do probably already care about this, because we may have started knitting because we wanted to create more environmentally friendly clothes for ourselves, and that is, for example, my case. Or we may have approached knitting because we wanted to create clothes for ourselves that fitted us better and were more in our style than the ones that we find in the stores. Or we wanted to create clothes that are better quality than those ones that we generally find in stores. Or simply because we always saw all the members of our family knitting winter sweaters for every member, and we just kind of want to walk in those footsteps. And it's the case of all those people that learn to knit from their grandmas. Each of these reasons is somewhat related to the general lack of a sustainable supply chain in the fashion industry. Because sustainable fashion should offer us better quality clothes that are made with fibers that are naturally long lasting and easily recyclable at the end of their life. It should offer us less choice of trendy pieces, but more like long lasting evergreen pieces that are gonna be in our closets for years to come, and we're gonna wear so much out of it, and they're gonna make us feel beautiful for a long time. And it should offer us garments that are made by individuals that can enjoy a living wage, as well as garments that are not covered in harmful chemicals that are gonna hurt us in long term in ways that we don't even know yet. In short, fashion is a necessity, is a tradition, is creativity, and for many people is work. So I had all these thoughts in my head. I've been many times down the rabbit hole of sustainable fashion, but I still, as I said, I have a legal background. I don't know enough. I'm not an expert. So there's so many aspects about it that I do want to know more about. To do that, I plan on reading so many books about it. And I know that among you, there's many people that are not just knitters, but also book lovers. Whether you are one of those mythological creatures that can knit and read at the same time, or you're more one of those mortal people like me that can knit and listen to an audiobook at the same time, I have, in both cases, a proposal for you. I want to launch a good old book club, which is gonna focus on knitting, fashion and sustainability. So knitting is still gonna be a part of it. And I would love you to join me in reading these books together every month and then discuss about them together at the end of the month. It's going to be a monthly book club and it's going to be absolutely super chill. So first of all, you can join even if you're not a knitter yet. You may become one in the process. The important thing is that you're a reader. Secondly, it does not matter whether you read a book or you listen to it if it's available on audiobook, whether you'll want to loan it from your library or you decide to add it to your bookcase. It also won't matter in what language you read the book. Some of them may be available in a lot of different languages already, but just as long as you take into account that the final discussion will take place in English. The meetup to discuss about the book will be held on the last Tuesday of every month. It will be held in the evening at an Amsterdam time. So if you're, for example, from Northern America, it'll probably be more during lunchtime for you, but I hope you'll still be able to join. I will also try to set up an Instagram group chat in case you want to join it. So even if you won't be able to attend the final discussion, you can still keep up with a bit of like more chatty discussion along the month. Also, the monthly meetup will be held online, so you can join it from wherever you are in worldwide. And of course, it'll be super informal, so you'll be able to bring with you all your hot and cold drinks. You can just join from your couch if you want, and of course, you can knit throughout the whole thing. There's absolutely no problem with it. So we're gonna start with the month of August because we're just at the beginning of it, and so we can go right into it. And of course, you may be very curious about the book right now. And the book for this month is gonna be The Power of Knitting. So it's gonna be related to knitting by Loretta Napoleoni. This book is written by an Italian author, so it's indeed gonna be available also in Italian. The Italian title is Sul filo di lana. In case you wanted to hear me speak Italian, yes I can. But it's also available in Swedish. I'm not even gonna try saying it in Swedish. This book is really beautiful. So this is one of the books that, as I said, it doesn't matter whether you want to get it on loan from your library, but it's beautiful to own because it has a gorgeous hardcover version, and it's well, it has pictures. It has also beautiful drawings of knitted pieces, like this one for example. As I said, it's really pretty, and I think you'll really enjoy it all. And I believe it also comes with some buttons at the end. It will also give you some inspiration to knit something. All the patterns are related to things that the book talks about, because the book talks about knitting as a powerful tool for survival. Whether we're facing anxiety, loneliness, or a certain time, it's also a metaphor for life. And economist and lifelong knitter Loretta Napoleoni goes on a voyage through history, following the yarn of social, economic, and political changes, and a personal journey of discovery as well, purling and stitching every step of the way in this remarkable exploration of the power of knitting. And I think it's so great. It's so amazing to consider that our hobby is not just a creative hobby to make cool sweaters and be able to say, oh, I made it when you wear it outside, but it's also a great tradition we're just like the last ones from this huge tradition of knitters that have mostly knitted out of necessities in the past, but also embellishing what was really needed, and how this creative hobby actually it has been present in cultures throughout the whole world, coming from all different continents. I think it's something really cool to think about when we say we're knitters. In this book, I think it will be a really nice first read for this group. Also, it's very short. It may seem thick, but it's mostly because it has a nice thick cover, but it's actually about 150 pages. So it's gonna be a nice read also if this August you're going on vacation and you can bring it on the beach, or you can bring it with you on a hike. It's gonna be great to bring along on your summer vacation. So yeah, I hope you'll join me. I'll leave you a form in the description where you can just say that you're interested and leave your email to receive all the updates and the links for the monthly meetups. I really hope you're gonna join me, because yeah, I'm definitely gonna read it. I just hope there'll be somebody to discuss it with. The second project I want to talk with you about is an idea that sparked in my mind, because this last couple of months, not only I wasn't up to date with anything that was going on in the knitting world, but also I had so many things to say that just I couldn't put out there. I didn't have time to like film videos and edit them to then upload to talk about things. I didn't really have much time to make nice Instagram posts or nice stories. So I felt like I had so many things to talk with you about, and I just didn't have time to put them out in a nice, well-packaged social media post. And this honestly kind of hindered my creativity. Like, I'm a very creative person. I need to put things out, and if I don't do it in a matter of a couple of days, that I kind of lose the will to create. I kind of lose the mojo. And that's why I've decided to do a weekly newsletter. And you may think like, yeah, okay, what are you gonna talk about every week? And really? And I'm like, yeah, really. There's many newsletters out there, mostly by designers, because of course it's a nice way for them to push their products, their designs. And well, for me, it's just gonna be a free newsletter where I'm literally gonna talk about knitting, and I'm not gonna push on you any product that I'm gonna make money out of. I'm just gonna, I just wanna share in a easier way for me, because I love to write what I'm thinking about, what I'm knitting, what patterns are really catching my eye, just stuff like that, and spark a little conversation. And it's gonna be like really easy. I love writing. I've had blogs in the past that were not knitting related. I've written articles in the past. Apparently I just landed a job that's gonna be mostly about researching and writing. At the same time, I don't feel like I would be that inspired to have a blog. It would just be another thing to really put a lot of time into, and I just don't feel like it. I feel like YouTube channel is enough for me. But I would love to put out a newsletter and just put my knitting related thoughts really into words. I'm gonna leave you a link for it. You can subscribe to it. Also, if you want to keep in touch about the book club, there'll be plenty of room for it in the newsletter. So this is the two projects I wanted to talk about it with you today. Yeah, I hope you'll join me in both. Honestly, I'm a bit nervous. I'm putting myself a bit out there with these two projects. Honestly, I'm just doing it out of love and out of passion. As everything I've been doing so far in the knitting world, it's all out there for you, my knitting family, and I hope you'll welcome this. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to join, if you have more questions about it. As I said, you'll find both the form to join the book club and the link to subscribe to the newsletter in the description of the video. Like this video if you enjoyed this quick chat with me, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, to just stay up to date with the next videos. Now that I'm back, I intend to post a bit more regularly also here on YouTube. So thank you so much for being here with me today, and have a great day.